weeks.
Yes.
We got a lot to talk about, man. I mean, first, I mean, like, listen, a lot of stuff happened last week. We got the Fantastic Four trailer that dropped. There's some crazy stuff that happened. We haven't even caught up on like anything from Aliens versus Avengers. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that we got to talk about. Ironheart dropped last week, and so oh no, the streets is talking right now as it pertains to Ironheart. But what's good with you, man? I mean, it's been a while since we went live. Obviously, we've talked before, but
yeah,
what's going on with you?
Man, work.
Yeah,
Doing everything to make sure Keeping It Comic is alive and going. I know you putting in work too, but it's like it's enjoyable when you can start really putting in those hours and you notice it's actually doing something.
Yeah, I hear you. I be on autopilot, so I
completely
understand. I mean, it's tough, man. I mean, I shout out to the people who get to do this on like 20 like on a as like their regular jobs. Man, I salute you. And also congratulations. But we be grinding, man. Trying to do this. Hey, what's going on, Shabo and Assault? Oh, I love that name, Assault and Pepper. That's a fantastic name. That's an absolutely fantastic name. I love it.
Sounds like a dangerous dinner and movie.
Wow, that's a good name. Yeah, have I watched? Oh, I've watched it. I don't think Des, you haven't watched it yet.
I haven't had the time. No. Between catching up on comics and planning this vacation, I haven't had time to catch up on that at all.
Yeah, so we'll keep it. We'll keep it spoiler free for the sake of Dezzy.
I'll still watch it. Trust me, I'll still watch it.
All right. So you sure you want to talk spoilers? Anybody in here who hasn't watched it yet?
Oh, I just want to say, if you guys haven't seen this, whoo.
Oh, you got yours?
Yeah, man.
I got mine too. Let me go.
You see, mine is custom.
Oh yeah, you got the custom one. I got the one from the shop. If you guys don't know, we do have a merch store here. You can check out our link in the description. In our link tree, you'll see like a link to our merch store. But that's where we got these everybody gets a symbiote mugs. It's been a while since because I've had this for like 2 weeks now. I'm like, has it been that long?
Yeah, I think we missed like 2-3 weeks, man. It's just been busy for us.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, so since we're talking about Ironheart, let's talk about it really quick.
Okay.
So first and foremost, I'll give my thoughts on the first. I like the release schedule, right? Perfect release schedule, absolutely perfect release schedule. Because I get it for like content creators. They love people like New Rock Stars, Screen Crush, those guys. I get it. It's nice to be able to kind of do the individual episode breakdowns and things like that, but like just as a fan, right? And when we used to cover movies and shows, we liked it when it was like one episode every week. But just as like a viewer who's just looking for something to watch, I like to be able to just like binge episodes in succession. You know what I mean? Just give it to me, right? So I love the release schedule because I think it's 6 episodes in total. We got 3 last week, and then we're getting another 3, I think, tomorrow, right? And that's gonna be the end of the season. So love what they're doing. That was my main gripe with like Invincible when that came out. I was like, man, why are we doing every
halfway?
Week? Like, oh my gosh! And then back in the day, they used to do like that. You used to pause for like 6. There was one time that was egregious, bro. It was like 6 months that we had to wait
in the middle of a season.
In the middle of a season, wild business. Who does that?
Yeah, I don't like that because I start losing interest because that whole buildup you gave me.
Yeah,
it's gone.
Yeah, I hear you. Like it's like I completely forgot about what I remember. There was that during that particular season, I had to go back and rewatch the 4 episodes just to remind myself, yo, where did we leave off on this again?
Yes.
Like so I digress. I love the fact. What's going on, Nigel? See you in the chat. Calvin, what's going on, everybody?
What's going on, guys?
Jay, what's going on, Jay? I see you.
No, we're not from the Shy.
Oh yeah, we're not from Chicago. No, we're not. But
it was Invincible season 2. It drove us nuts.
Yeah, Invincible season 2 was I hated that break. And to be fair, what was funny is when they came out with the trailer for Invincible season 3, they did make fun of themselves, or at
Yeah.
least like kind of poke fun of the fact that they took too long with the second season. So at least that I can say, okay, y'all listen to what we were saying as an audience. But love the release schedule. With that being said, though, I'm a little mixed on it, right? Because I'm enjoying the show.
Okay.
Point blank clear, I'm enjoying the show. I really liked the first episode because I thought the first episode was really sort of like, it was fun. It was stupid, right? It was fun. She got, since you guys say you're okay with talking about spoilers, she got kicked out of MIT, which for my one gripe is like she got kicked out for like plagiarism, but it wasn't really plagiarism. She was doing the work and then selling it. So whatever. Like either way,
She was hustling.
I'm not quite sure that's plagiarism. Also, I'm not sure that like you would want to kick Riri Williams out of the school, considering that she kind of like just created a device that could detect vibranium. That's also another thing that I'm not quite sure. Like that's like a very good business decision for you. But whatever.
She's ahead of them.
I'm gonna let them do their thing. But that was a way for her to just get kicked out of MIT so that she could go back home, so that she could basically go back to the roots, right? Which is like cool. Like I'm 100% okay with that. First episode was fun. We saw her this like clunky suit. So they were like, you could leave basically with all your stuff. So one of the things that she left with was like a suit that she created at the school, like, because for all intents and purposes that belongs to her because she created that suit. You know what I mean? Like she created the suit. And so for me personally, I was like, all right, whatever, like cool. But then she like crashed when she came back home because she got kicked out of school. The ID that she was using to like what she was using to fly, whatever, like the AI system that she was talking to, she literally could not like it recognized that she no longer had access. So it was like, yeah, no, we're done. So, and that's the thing too, like I was saying, like I love the fact that her suits are so janky. Like her suits are so janky, and I absolutely love it, bro. Like it's fantastic. Because if we had gotten like, somebody just said it in the chat, if we had gotten like this nanotech crap, it's like we've seen so much nanotech already. So to get more nanotech on top of that would have been sort of like,
I don't think for starting off, she doesn't need to be there.
Right, exactly. It's right, correct, right? So that was interesting and fun. She ends up creating this suit, right? Like it's like this new suit, new to her, right? But like old parts or whatever. She ends up creating a suit, and then she like uses it to scan her brain waves, which at the time when she was doing it, I remember saying to myself, this feels unsafe. Like this feels like something that you should not do. Which then was explained in episode 2 when she was asking the question. She was like, "What if somebody?" Because she met somebody that she needed parts from because they had like the only thing for like an arc reactor or whatever, and so she met that person. But and when she asked the question, she was just like, "Well, do we like what if somebody decided to scan their brainwaves and then use that to like get an AI or get the AI into their suit?" Like, was that a wise decision? And the guy was just like, no, like that would actually be basically suicide. To which so the fact that it actually worked when she did it was like funny because like that should never have happened. And then it was explained that it should not have happened in the second episode. But that is how she was able to create the AI for her suit called Natalie. And Natalie is basically like, it's a clone of her childhood friend that died in a drive-by shooting.
Okay, got you.
Which is,
by the way, hold on.
Similar
when Nigel said just had me dying.
Plagiarism felt like getting Capone on the taxes.
Oh man.
Yeah, but that was but whatever. I don't want to over explain the entire show, but basically I'll just say this. Like the one thing that I don't love about the show is that like she's now working with criminals, right? For the sake of getting money so that she can then create a higher tech, higher quality suit. That's the only thing that I don't like about the show. But because it's just a real the group is really weird. And like if they were just like doing their own thing and doing bad things, and then she was like tasked with trying to take him down, then like I'm cool with that story. But the fact that she's like working with them seems weird to me. So that's my one thing. Also, we get to meet Ezekiel Stain,
Okay.
who is Obadiah Stane's son. Obadiah Stane, the one that tried to kill Tony Stark in the first Iron Man movie. That was like a really cool reveal. I enjoyed that.
Okay.
I really actually enjoyed that. The Hood is, I will say this, as much of the Hood as we've gotten in the show, I feel as if though I have not gotten enough the Hood. For anyone who's watched it, I don't know if you understand what I mean.
So do you mean more like how do I word this? Like it's like basically seeing if you see more Bruce Wayne than Batman. Is that what you're saying?
It's in a sense, it's more like, wow, I think that the Hood could do some really cool things.
Okay.
But we've only seen him do 2 things.
Okay.
And
so we're not getting enough.
There's like 3 or 4 more things that I know that he could do. Or even if you just did these same things again, but just did them in a more creative way, I would be excited. However, I am being nitpicky because like whatever, you know what I mean? Because I am a nitpicky person. I'm not going to tell you the show is bad. I'm just saying that like I'm just being nitpicky about certain things. But like, yeah, I just feel like there could be more the Hood in this show, but I'm okay with what I've seen so far. But once again, like the whole idea of just her working with criminals seems weird. Yeah. So what Nigel just said, she's a criminal so she can later be a hero. Like that's kind of what that's basically what we've gathered here. You know what I mean? And
now,
the entire
I do have a question because I don't know everything about her from the comics. I know somewhat about her.
I don't know everything either.
Yeah. I mean, does anyone, whether it be you or in a chat, did she start like that in the comic books? Or is this just something they did for the TV show?
So she did do, from what I understand, she did do some questionable things in the comics, right? Like things that was she for all intents to be fair, for all intents and purposes, she was kind of a criminal before she became a hero, right? Like that was kind of a thing. Like she did things that were morally gray. Is that what it was? I think it was more morally gray, like Doctor Strange.
Okay, got you.
like do morally gray things. I could be wrong, but I feel like that's what I remember. I mean, also to be fair, bro, like it's all like I'm enjoying the show, so I want to preface it by saying this. It's also Ironheart. Like,
yeah,
I don't care about the character. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like. I genuinely don't care. It's nothing like against the character. It's just more of like there's nothing compelling about the character really. Because in the comics they basically kind of made her like she had like a vendetta in a sense almost against like Tony Stark, and like she wanted to be better than him. Like she still does in the show, but it's just come from a different angle, right?
Okay,
so it feels different. But the comics, a lot of people just get upset, but including myself, because there was no like originality to the character really. So that's that's not what we're getting in the MCU. Like that's not what we're getting with her character here. There's definitely more nuance to her character. There's like an envy of Tony in a way, like in this way where it's like I'm great too, but I just don't have the resources that they have. But she's not like, oh, I hate them. She's more of, man, like I got to carve my way to find to be like it's different. If that makes sense.
Okay, got you. Understood. So like I've seen her appear in certain comics, but I never really looked into her.
Yeah.
Nothing about her really grabbed my attention from the comics, unfortunately.
Yeah. But it's just like the same thing. Like when I akin this to like the Thunderbolts. Like I akin this to like the Thunderbolts, right?
What Calvin just said makes perfect sense. The way he worded it, he said, "Yeah, she's not that popular for the casual audience, so they can really make her to be be different for live action." That makes sense.
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure. Right. Um, and I think that this could work as they get towards the very end. But I sort of like akin Ironheart to like the Thunderbolts, right? I'm not gonna tell you I thought the Thunderbolts was great. I don't know if Ironheart is great. Yeah, we have to see the remaining 3 episodes. But I thought the Thunderbolts was great. I just thought that the characters weren't enough for people to give a damn to go
Agreed.
watch the movie,
You really
right?
only had one character that was carrying the show, and that was Bucky. I mean, the movie, and that was Bucky. And he
He
really
wasn't
wasn't all that.
he wasn't really a main character in the movie, right? It was really Yelena, but
Correct.
he was the only name that casual audiences who've been paying attention to the MCU would readily identify. Because for let's be real now, like the Black Widow movies where we got Yelena, but they haven't seen her since that movie, and nobody really liked that movie. The mass audience, when I say these things, I say like mass audience. I go the majority, right? Like I look at majority numbers, right? Like I can tell you that I thought Thunderbolts was a great movie.
I thought it was awesome.
But like numbers will tell you that it wasn't, right? And that's just, once again, that's just how I look at things. Is it wasn't great because it didn't make the company money.
No, but from a viewer standpoint,
from my perspective, I
it was
love the
good
movie.
from a viewer's point. Yeah,
absolutely love the movie. Can't wait to watch it again.
I was gonna say
watch it again.
I'm gonna watch it again.
Watch it again. So, like I can't wait. However, with that being said,
I think by now I can say spoilers. I especially just want to see the part where all of them went that first round in the office building against Sentry. That was hilarious.
He completely just dismantled them, as he should, by the way. Like
he was like, "Are you done?"
Like the Eternals, nobody cared about them, so they could turn Ajax from a dude.
Fair, man. The Eternals was man.
Your favorite MCU movie in a long time, Jay? Yeah, Thunderbolts was really good.
No, I thought it was really good too.
ScarJo was done dirty by Marvel. She did get back on the winning side of that thing, I think, too, though.
Yeah, didn't she sue them or something and end up winning that situation?
Oh, that's not. You know what? This is what happens when people don't read. That I'm talking about me here. There was another statement here. ScarJo was done dirty by Marvel, showing the backstory when it was already dead in the current. See, and that was also another thing too.
So wait, did I misunderstand what was going on?
I misunderstood what he was saying.
Oh, okay.
I didn't read the rest of what he was saying. But yeah, that was it. I mean, she was that. Yeah, I mean that also contributed. Also, it was the pandemic. Her movie was released directly on Disney Plus.
Yep.
That was also a thing too. So that negatively impacted.
Wasn't that part of the breach of the contract? Was the releasing?
Yeah, it was. So I think that she ended up going to court, or was it like it was a settlement, right? Like that was.
I believe it was a settlement. This was a while back, so please don't quote me or hold me to it. But I believe it was a settlement.
Oh, thank you, Brick. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. We appreciate it. So yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying there, Nigel. So I the one thing I do, so a couple of things I do know from the comics. Like I do know that like Natalie was her friend in the comics too, and then also did die, and then also that she did make her into her AI too. Like that part I know is like true, right? What they're doing in the show.
Okay, see,
unlucky timing. Now you're good.
Russo's backed her up and Marvel settled. Okay,
got it. Okay,
that's what I said. I thought it was a settlement. I don't know the full dynamics of it, but I do remember it being a settlement. No. Hold on. I gotta interrupt. Brick, you want to talk about reading? I'm gonna give him props because I read one issue and got a migraine. I understand the Ultimates is cool, but have you heard this man read New Gods? That New Gods is a seizure waiting to happen.
Wild, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. By far, there's no other video that I have ever taken the longest to create than trying to do New Gods. Because I'm just like, how do I explain this in a way that doesn't make anybody's brain seize up. Like, how is this
Yeah.
possible to be able to do that?
Remember,
Like,
I read some
also,
of it.
thank you, Brick.
I remember I read it and I called you like, bro, I got a headache from this. What is going on? I think I got Alzheimer's.
Like I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, so New God, the reason why New Gods is so confusing is number one, because they're like you're dealing with. I don't really understand what type of mythology it is. Really, it's like
I don't either.
I don't know if it's Greek. I don't know if it's
No, it's
like
not Greek for
Norse.
sure.
It's definitely not Norse. Like it's so many different things going on, and then to try to like, and they introduced so many characters, right? Like there was one point where it was like, okay, well, here are the new gods, and then it was like, here are these people from Apocalypse, and then it was like, okay, well, here's now they introduced the chronicler who's like this guy that apparently like he just like writes. He just writes what's going on throughout time. It's like, dude, it's just way too confusing. So like trying to explain that story, that's why like you see me kind of tiptoe a little bit around some things, because if I go into like the specific wording of everything, it gets way too confusing. So that's why I'm just like, you know what, I'll just keep it. And I even trying to explain like the darkness was mentioned multiple times, and I'm like, this is very confusing now.
Bro, can we pin that last comment?
What happened?
Because someone understood me perfectly.
New Gods is like trying to read the comic upside down while blood is rushing to you.
Yo, that is exactly how it is. Yo,
don't worry, guys. I'll decipher the code for y'all, because it's a really good story. Like it's a really good story.
Yo, the last one you covered had me like, yo, what is about? I need to know what's gonna happen next.
Like, it's a really good story. Like if you can decipher through or sift through all the nonsense and the noise, like it actually is a really good story, especially if you've been following what we've been doing on the channel with New God since issue 1, because we've covered all 7 issues now of the Ram V version of it. It's really fun. All right. Riri wasn't just friends with Natalie in the comments. Riri is bi and had a romance. Oh, missed that part. Like I said, bro, I did not really read Ironheart comments. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, me either. That's why we were asking you guys, because you guys got to understand too. There's so many characters.
Too many.
There's no way we know everybody. There could be some popular ones that we still might not know their full story.
Shoot, I missed what's her face, Abigail. What's her in the Ultimate series, because she just looked different. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I was like, I didn't recognize. I was like, is that Morph? And somebody was like, this man don't read comics. I'm like, sorry, fam. Like, I think it was like Ultimate Wolverine. I was like, sorry, my guy. Like, listen,
no, we're not allowed to make mistakes.
If you know, then drop it in the comments, fam.
So listen, we are not allowed to make mistakes. We're not human when we get on this mic.
Dang, fam. Speaking of Ultimate, since we on that subject, did y'all see this? Oh, I'm gonna pull this up. Y'all got to see this. So there was an article that showed this.
Yo, that looks fire.
And right here, this got me hype.
I'm curious to who that is, but that looks fire.
So this is Doom in the Ultimate Universe.
Oh,
right. This is Doom in the Ultimate Universe. Remember, that's Reed Richards. After the Maker, basically gave him a lobotomy. So this is Reed in the Ultimate Universe, and he has the Fantastic Four on his chest.
Fantastic Doom. Oh, I like that.
So
I like that.
Remember, in the Ultimate Universe right now, everybody else that was supposed to be a part of the Fantastic Four, they're all dead.
Yep.
Remember, Human Torch died because the Maker messed up the schematics, the plans, and everything like that. So Human Torch died in space. Ben Grimm, unalived himself, right? After
I didn't understand that, by the way.
After all of that, then Sue, she got cancer and died, or something happened, like the radiation, something happened.
I think it was the radiation that got to her.
And then she died. So and then because of that, like Reed went to prison. So when the Maker Reed took him out of prison and basically turned him into Doom. And ever since then, he's been trying to find a way to bring back the family that he lost. Although poetically speaking, he has also gained a new family with the Ultimates. But whatever. There's more for that. That's why I love the Ultimate Universe writing.
Now the Ultimate Universe is on fire.
It is. But this part was what got me. They were like the Ultimate Fantastic Four ? Now that the Ultimates are using the Immortus engine to its full capacity, Doom's dream of the Ultimate Fantastic Four may finally be realized. So I'm like, is this man going back and undoing what the Maker did to then bring back the Fantastic Four into this universe?
Yo, this is about to be crazy.
Like, this is wild to me. This is like this is amazing.
I hope in the process too that he kills Namor. I just have to say it.
We don't know about any Namor in the Ultimate Universe. Right? No. Actually, that's not true. No, Namor is dead in the Ultimate Universe.
Is he?
Yeah, he's dead. We found it out. We found it out in one of the earlier issues. He was a part of some team with like Bucky Barnes, Cap, Jim Hammond, whatever. They were part of some team, and then the Red Skulls.
I forgot about that.
Remember, the Red Skulls is a group now, and there's like a Grand Skull that's like at the top of the chain. All the skulls, they killed them.
Yeah,
they captured him and they killed him.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, I did too. Because remember, I just said there's no Namor in this universe, and I was like, yeah, no, there is. 100% there is. So did he find a way to get his original powers? That would be that's the part we don't know yet.
Yeah,
but being that he's using the Immortus engine. Here's the thing, though. What if he finds a way to channel all the powers to just himself?
Oh man,
come on now.
Doom having all those powers would be scary. Doom's a different person.
That would be fire.
Doom's a different Nah, you don't want Doom having those powers because everybody's in trouble.
100%. The interesting part about the cover is that I first thought that was the Phoenix Force around him, because I actually think somehow he gets the rest of the Fantastic Four. Oh shoot! I didn't even see that before I said it. Because you're thinking the same thing. Like, what if he gets all the Fantastic Four powers? Like that would be amazing if he did. Like that would be absolutely amazing. Also, I just love this like look with like the dark. Oh, I absolutely
that looks crazy. Yo, that cape looks crazy.
The cape looks crazy. No, I'm just waiting.
Yeah, his hands are bigger. I did notice that.
My God. I think he gets everybody's powers.
Yeah, I think
he gets everybody's powers. I think it's a possibility.
Yeah, that picture is crazy though.
Yeah, there's usually like some variant ones too, but I don't think that there's any variants here. There's no variant covers. So this is gonna be it. So mark your calendars, guys. This is coming out October 22nd. So we got 4 more months.
That's gonna be
before this comes out, and this is gonna be like absolutely day one cover for us here on the channel, because I must know. I must know
facts.
What is going? His left hand is invisible, so his left hand is being crowded.
No, he said the right hand.
The right hand.
He corrected himself.
The right hand is fading a little bit. I want to know, is this sand behind him?
That's what I was thinking at first. That was like sand.
Somebody said Phoenix Force, and now I'm like, could it be? It couldn't be, right? No.
But if he's going in time and stealing powers, it's about to be a wrap.
Or could this be like some Human Torchness going on behind him? I don't know. What's going on, Brother Nero? I don't know.
Yeah, this just looks crazy though.
Where's Victor Von Doom in the Ultimate Universe? So at this point in time, we have no idea what's going on with Victor Von Doom.
I don't think he's been mentioned.
Because I went back and I looked at Ultimate Invasion, right? Because there's like this page in Ultimate Invasion that shows like all the people that he's tampered with basically and everything like that. And I don't remember seeing any of that, any Victor Von Doom or anything like that mentioned there.
Yo, why does
So
that look like an Iron Man suit? That is crazy. I'm sorry, I'm still stuck on this cover.
this so like right here, it does look a little like iron techie ish a little bit. You know, I don't know. Maybe scroll DNA.
But we have been told about these capes and what happens with capes. And if anyone here has watched it in
you need to stop talking about Incredibles, bro.
If anyone's watched Incredibles, they know what I'm talking about.
Mode. Oh man, you think so? It could very well be fire, and if it's fire, it would make more sense if it was like Phoenix Force. But I'm also like, could this be their way of saying it's Human Torch? It's like just like how you guys are talking about his hands being bigger could be one of his hands being bigger could be a sign of the thing. The invisible hand could be a sign here, right? Of could also be Reed himself too, right? Or it could be a sign of like Invisible Woman. Like, there's so many different things that could go here. I love it. I love it all. Love it all. Fun fact: did you know that Reed Richards became Doctor Doom in Earth X2? That I did not know.
I did not know that.
I did not know that actually. Iron Lad, Doom are besties too.
Well, they're related.
So here's the thing. So we haven't been here in a while. What do y'all think about us finally seeing how the origin story here of Tony Stark becoming Kang? How y'all feeling about that one right there? Do y'all feel like it's a solid? We're starting to finally get a little bit of a payoff here with that. Because
I'm liking it.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think it's time for a little bit of a switch.
You think so? So, the one thing that I say is this, right? It's like it would be slightly disappointing if this story ends up too similar to what we saw when they failed at it, right?
Okay.
With the Maker being trapped in a dome. By the way, the Maker being trapped in a dome. This man cooking up in there.
He's over there going crazy.
And y'all remember now, in that dome, time goes a little bit differently, right? So he's been able to, like, he's years upon years advanced now. So just keep this.
It's going to take a lot to be able to defeat him. A lot.
Yeah. Thank you, Break. Because I always want to remind us that, like, he becomes, like, remember, we never saw in Ultimate Invasion. We just saw Howard Stark pull off the mask and then see who was there. We never got an indication as to whether or not it was Howard himself or if it was his son. We never got, but we just always assumed it's his son. And then now we're seeing this all happen like in succession. Come on. It's happening.
He's like, I've been seeing this. It must happen now.
It's happening. All right. So the real question. Somebody said the real question is, does he go rogue? Because Iron Lad and the rest of the team told him not to keep going back in time trying to fix stuff without telling them. So I think that Doom is so much like Reed in the 616, right? It's like it works both ways. Doom is so obsessed with fixing things and making things perfect. Not Doom, Reed. Right, is so obsessed with fixing things and making things perfect that I think he's just going to continue to keep trying and trying and trying.
Yeah, that's his fault.
And then keep saying, no, but if I do this, but if I do that, but if I do, and then throw himself on a rabbit hole. The thing about this Reed is that he ain't got a Sue to pull him back.
Yeah,
he doesn't have a Sue. So in this scenario, it's like he can go down that hole and nobody can really stop him because Tony got to deal with his own ish. You understand what I mean? Tony's dealing with his own mess, the loss of his dad, the fact that now they've all know that they died, like he's dealing with that, being the leader of the Ultimates, like he's dealing with all of this.
Mm-hmm.
I very much think that at some point in time, Reed Doom goes rogue.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I very much think so, and so does Iron Lad. Like I feel like they all go. So I'm still waiting to see like what is that thing that they introduce that is there to counteract both of them. That's what I'm curious about. That's the most fascinating part of the story to me. It's not that like Doom does well. It's not Iron Lad does well. It's what happens despite them. That's the more interesting part to me. That's what I'm looking forward to. And that would be good storytelling. So I'm hoping that's the direction that they go in. Although, yes, I'm anticipating it. All right. Somebody asked a question. Do you think that they will do Children's Crusade or House of X in the MCU?
I hope not.
M?
House of X?
House of M? Is what you mean? Or House of X? Because House of M seems more related to Children's Crusade. So I'm assuming that's what you meant.
That's what I was saying. I was like, I hope not House of X. No.
I'm laughing at Brick saying that I'm praying that he does because he deserves a crash out. At some point, we know that there are multiple Tonys now.
No. The Maker has Thanos, Darkseid, John Cena, Chuck Norris, and Xenomorphs on his team in the city. The Avengers are screwed.
From the moment my man said Chuck Norris, I was like, nah, he's the most powerful out of all of them.
Yeah. No lie.
Thanos and Darkseid ain't got nothing on Chuck Norris.
I don't know if it still works, but back in the day, you used to Google where's Chuck Norris, and Google would respond, "You don't Google Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris Googles you."
That's good. Oh man, Ironheart does not deserve hate. Everybody's gonna hate something, right? You know, I try to filter it out with like my own objective opinions on like what I actually think about a show, as opposed to that's why like I'll tell you the truth. For about 2 weeks, I was off. I think I said this on the Friday night podcast I did with Tony, but I was just like, I had to get off of Twitter for like 2 weeks because all I was just seeing was just negativity. I was seeing negativity on Fantastic Four, negativity on Superman, negativity. I'm like, what is happening? Where is like
and the stuff
optimism, man?
The stuff what's they going were on? Complaining about is so crazy.
Yeah, it's like some simple CGI stuff. Man, look at this man. Look at the fact that this man blinked his eye too fast. You see the fact.
Listen, I seen a thing today where someone was ranting on Twitter about the color of the Superman blue. I'm like, bro,
damn, that's why I said for 2 weeks I was off Twitter. I couldn't do it anymore. And it's bad when like I feel safer going to Reddit. I feel safer going to Reddit than going to Twitter. Like there's a problem there, right? Like that's not a normal thing. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
Wow. It's just like, my gosh, like it's like can some like I remember when the Marvels came out, right? And this may touch some people differently, but like I remember when the Marvels came out and I was like, man, like this movie was hard, bro. Like it was a hard movie. Like I don't like what happened here. Like it wasn't good. But then I felt so bad saying it wasn't good because I didn't want to be grouped into the crowd of like MCU this and I was just like, but like because in my head I was just like, I just thought that it just wasn't good for like valid objective reasons. but I didn't want to say it was bad because like but it's just like, what is going on?
Hold on. I want to chime in. Can we put that last comment on? I really want to chime in on this.
We missed quite a few. Well, which one?
about Andrew Garfield. People always complain. Okay, people always complain. They complained about Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man at the time, but then started begging for him to come back after No Way Home. Now, hold on. I'm gonna tell you this.
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield was good at Spider-Man.
Right.
I don't think that's a debate. The problem was bad writing. I'm not gonna go down the whole rabbit hole. They gave bad writing to both of them. Trash writing.
It was really not. I don't think the writing was really more on like the villain side. I thought
I'm not saying
Spider-Man. I thought he did justice with Spider-Man. I think his rendition of Peter Parker was a little different, right?
Yep.
It was a little weird. I'm like, this is a different Peter Parker.
But I kind of liked it though.
Usually, but for Andrew Garfield's personality, I thought it fit very well, right? Like we've gotten 3 different Peter Parkers. Like we've gotten, the very reserved sort of like dorky type, with Tobey Maguire's. Then we got like the like
clumsy nerdy,
the clumsy. We got a clumsy nerdy, but then we got like the swag from like with Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker at the same. Like I actually liked it a little bit, and then
I did too.
And then with Tom Holland, we got the I would
boy.
say no, like the super hyper energetic Peter Parker, like with who had a little bit more less quips, but more just it was different Peter Parker. We've gotten different Peter Parkers, across the board
for sure.
All 3 different. So,
but I did love Andrew Garfield's. I'm not saying
I like Andrew Garfield at all. Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man was like him with the suit was fire.
100% agree, and that's
probably the best Spider-Man. Like just the writers, Spider-Man.
The writers did wrong, not him.
Yeah. Man, I'm
doing Sony things.
I'm trying to track some of these comments. I'm sorry, y'all. We're gonna miss
there's a bunch of them. Let's run down a little bit. Hold on.
Twitter is the home for the OnlyFans model stuff. That'd be weird to me. I'm like, why does Twitter allow all this stuff to happen on this platform? But after the 2 weeks, I see less of it. So I'm like wondering if like maybe now like I just needed to give my algorithm some time to calm down. So I'm seeing less of the nonsense now, which is good.
Yeah.
To be fair, I feel they wrote his dialogue totally different in that movie. Yeah.
Agreed.
So do the thing. You think they will buy DC? No, I hope not.
Yeah.
No, like I'm cool with them stopping the Spider-Man stuff. Let's not go ruin something else,
Did you see? And we don't have to stay on the topic at all. I just read an article. They completely wiped anything about Null, so we're just supposed to pretend like it didn't happen. Now I read it today.
Shoot, for real?
Yep, I read it today.
Yo, perfect opportunity though. Can the MCU pick that up?
I have no clue because I don't know who has the legitimate rights to Null. Null's a new character still, so I don't know where that stands.
Yeah. Yo, I love this one too. Like he actually went into a mild depression when he couldn't save Gwen. Yeah, that's why in No Way Home, that's why redemption? Like that scene with him and Zendaya, that hit different. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you. I felt something.
Yeah, I felt something. That was touching.
I was like, nope. Yep. Suck that tear back up, sir. You're not crying in this movie theater. You gotta cut it
out. So, bro. Yeah. Before we run out of time, I do got to bring something up real quick.
Why money? Go ahead.
It was something I read this week. So I think I covered the first one on the channel, Spider-Man and Wolverine.
Yeah.
So I read the second one. Man, Spider-Man went all out, bro. I mean, he done disfigured Wolverine's jaw.
You said he disfigured Wolverine's jaw?
Yo, I mean, jaw was over here and tongue was hanging out, bro. Hold on. Let me send you this real quick so that way we can show the whole. We got to show them this. When I say, yo, let me see. Hold on.
You gotta like send me the picture or something. Can I?
Oh, well, let me do it just like that.
Yeah, give me. Let me see if I can finagle this.
Yeah.
Well, hold on.
Now, while you do that, I'm gonna send you the picture real quick. Because oh man, they did Peter did him dirty.
So this whole thing is because he thinks that Wolverine killed his peoples, right?
So
Like
no,
his fam.
it's not a think. It is confirmed. They said on this issue, look, Mysterio's been knocked out the whole time, and Wolverine said his memory's a little foggy, but he does remember being ordered to take out some people on the airplane.
Oh, okay. Oh wow, Darian, thank you. Oh, appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you very much for that. We appreciate it. It's big time. Appreciate all the love on that one. No, my bad. That caught me off guard.
You just seen it?
Yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate it. So what you I saw that in the chat and completely lost track of what you said. So what were you saying again?
Oh, I just sent you the picture.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I sent you the picture.
Ew.
Yo, Peter's not playing. He's on a rampage right now.
Hold on, let me see if I can pull this up on in the browser.
I think everyone agrees. I think Spider-Man is the overlooked powerhouse. People don't realize how strong he really is and how much he holds back.
Now, ever since we saw Doc Ock be in his body, we were just like, oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, so this man's like a cosmic level assassin. Got it.
Yo, it's crazy.
All right, hold on. Let me pull this up. Like we understood from that, but we were just like, oh, so this man is literally like he can kill you at any point in time that he chooses to. Why can't I do this? Please hold.
Some difficulties.
Yeah, please hold while I figure this out.
Yeah, man, he was not letting up.
Yeah, no. So, we've always known that he's like super strong. It's just a matter of like he always holds back for, reasons.
Yep.
Valid reasons, right? All right, hold on. Can I just share the screen? Let me see.
Well, most people wouldn't be able to deal with him.
Nah, there we go. This is what we try to show.
Yeah, there we go. Bro.
So hold on. Is that man's jaw broken right here, fam?
Yo, that was one clean hit.
Oh my gosh.
That gives you an idea of how much he is not holding back.
Yeah, nah. Wow.
Yo, that was one clean hit, bro.
So I just said this real quick, and this is one of the things that I was thinking about. I'm like, hold on real quick.
Oh no!
Why is it that it seems out of left field that they even like revealed this in the first place, right?
Yeah, because remember, like, we both were thinking too, like it was Mysterio,
right? Exactly. So like for me personally, like I was just thinking, I was just like, wow, like this seems a little off. What just happened? All right, let's move on.
Someone said disgusting. Bricks is disgusting.
The Spider-Man is strong from 7 Deaths to Spider. Oh, that
yeah.
Well, listen, that's the thing about Spider-Man, and a lot of people have been saying that like he hasn't gotten what he is due, just because you look at like Miles, you look at Gwen, you look at some of these other Spider-Man, and they seem to have gotten these other power-ups, right? And I would say this, like I'm gonna say something out loud that maybe people don't agree with. I don't think Spider-Man needs a power-up. I think Spider-Man's a powerhouse within himself.
Yeah.
I just think look at what Spider-Man has to deal with in comparison to what these other Spider men and women have to deal with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's real. I
So
mean, Green Goblin alone.
yeah, he's dealing with far more. Yeah, sure. Right now, Miles is going up against the heralds of Ares, but he's getting help from Anansi, and he's getting help from Hercules. You know, he's getting help from other people. You know, think about it from that perspective, right? Like Spider-Man, Peter Parker is dealing with greater level threats than anybody else is dealing with. So, like, in a certain extent, like, I don't think that Peter Parker needs to be powered up. I just think that we just want to see Peter Parker have a good string of like happiness. That's all we're asking for. Just some happiness.
Yeah. Some peace, did you forget the shirt that we made?
Right. Like we always got to F up Peter Parker's life. Like,
we want him to win. We need it. We need that.
For real. I love this Civil War when Spider-Man stopped Bucky's punch with one hand. Yeah, that was even so Bucky perfect.
Was like, wait, what?
That was so perfect. I think it was my wife who asked me. She's like, "How was he able to do it?" I'm like, I never really told you how strong Spider-Man is. That's the reason why.
Think about what he did with the boat when it was split in half.
This man was whole.
Do you understand? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. Peter Parker is. Remember? Remember when Vulture dropped the entire building on him?
No. Britt said that's way too much to ask for Peter Parker. That would cause a Nexus event.
Joy would cause a Nexus event. Just stop showing Peter getting the crap beat out of him. Right. I'll be honest with you. That's a Spider-Man was actually a pretty decent story. I think what was frustrating though for a lot of people again was like having to watch him being showed that like no matter what he does, that people around him are always still gonna get her. Like that was just like a really harsh thing for him to go.
And that those 4 issues of depressing Peter.
We've already seen him lose MJ. We've seen him come back, and like we don't need to see any more of that. I was personally one of the ones that was pissed when this man finally made up with Venom, only to then not have Venom. And to be fair, like he can't have Venom. Like it doesn't make sense. Like he cannot be bonded with Venom again. Like there's no way. However, we still just wanted it to happen. This is all we were saying, and they just made up. But then you have Mary Jane Watson.
Oh man,
with Venom, and now they're bonded on the molecular level, something that Eddie Brock has never even done with Venom.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
I'm mad. I'm still big mad, as you can tell.
Nah, it doesn't make sense.
Oh, Daria, you mentioned House of M. Do I think that we'll ever see House of M? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't think so.
Would it be a cool concept?
So. Yeah,
if they get it right.
Yeah, I don't think they would be able to do it. So House of M Spider-Man. So I'm thinking about 2 different things. There was one story that I remember reading where like, this was an alternate universe though. Never mind. It was like an alternate universe where I think like Gwen was still alive. He ended up marrying Gwen. It was weird. It was a weird story. Venom is for the streets.
Yo,
I love Gwen getting that classic line about juggling personal life and superhero life as Mysterio. Oh, in the Ultimate Universe, Ultimate Spider-Man's cooking. Ultimate Spider-Man is cooking right now. And unfortunately, my guy Richard Parker has to learn the hard way, man. You just don't mess with Felicia Hardy, fam. You just don't mess with Felicia Hardy. That's all.
Yeah, stay away from that.
Yes.
Yo, oh man. Also, too, before
you mean Jackpot Venom? Yeah, that one.
Oh yeah, we're not talking about that. Also, too, I just wanted to let you know. I know how you about to react to this, bro. I need to get you to read. Okay, the Spider-Verse versus the Venomverse.
Won't do it.
I gotta get you to read it.
Will not,
bro. Yo,
will not do it.
It's getting crazy. No. Listen, Basically, one of them's about to get wiped out.
All right, fine. Enlighten me. What do you mean that?
So you have the God of Threads, which is the person that's above Madam Web. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, now go ahead. Go ahead. I had to highlight this one. Yeah.
Wait, he did.
He did.
But in 8 deaths. In 8 deaths. And he had a cute demon watch the whole event.
Yo, you know what though?
That's kind of a threesome.
I didn't want to see him dismissed. It's kind of a threesome. I did kind of want to see him get it in though with Kyra. I forgot what her name is.
I think her name was Syra, but she watched the whole time, and Peter knew she was there. I'm just saying.
He was like,
Peter was like,
you wanna like this? Watch how I do it.
And he waited until Black Cat left to be like, so you want to show yourself?
Right. Love it.
But man, first of all, do you know that there are other symbiotes that are just getting introduced? I guess. Well, not symbiotes. I'm sorry. I should rephrase that. New characters with symbiotes.
New characters with symbiotes. So this is like, so you said that, so this is like a multiverse. See, this is the thing with me, bro. I can't like multiverse stuff. It's real sketchy. Like Ultimate Universe works because it's like, no, this is an entirely different universe, reimagined. Yep. We love this. Like it's different tales and stories. But multiverse stuff gets real funny money to me. So like, go with that being said.
So while I'm telling this, look at what I sent you. So so you have Null, who's going at it with the God of Webs, which is above Madam Web, by the way. Okay. And they've looked at in unlimited amounts of futures and see that no matter what they do, they both end up dying. So to prevent themselves from dying, what they did was they set up a tournament of 3 rounds between Spider-Man and symbiotes. And at the end of that, whoever wins, the other will get wiped out. All the Spider-Man or all the symbiotes. That's what's going on right now.
Okay.
And one of the Spider-Man is a Weapon X7, and he's just crazy. All he wants to do is murder everybody.
Okay. I don't hate it.
Did you see the picture I sent you? So we can pull that up?
Yeah, sure. Send it to me.
No, I already did.
This one right here.
Yeah, we gotta bring this up because this might be the craziest Venom. She is nuts, bro.
So hold on. The only Okoye I've been paying attention to recently is
bro.
It's Street Koye.
Her as a Venom
or Hokoye from the Ultimate Universe. But that's the only Okoye I've been paying attention to. My fault. Yo, hold on. Why is it not popping up now? I don't see it anymore. Y'all know who I'm talking about. If y'all been reading Ultimate Black Panther, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, it's not working. All right, let's do this again. Let's try this again.
Oh, it was showing on our end.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, I was able to see it. Yeah. Oh, see, I see it right now.
Yeah, Street. So hold on, y'all could see it, but I couldn't see it. Is that what was going on?
Yeah, the Venom Okoye. Oh man.
Yeah, so this looks crazy.
Yo, she came in. Crazy. She came in and was just like, Eddie, you was over here talking to. Okay, yeah. See, Brick said he could see it too. She was like, Eddie, I seen you talking to Spider-Man when you should be trying to kill him. You're not fit to be a leader. I'm gonna kill you, bro. Hold on.
Now he's talking about House of M.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about House of M. House of M is good stuff.
No, it was.
You know, we really should start covering some more of that like older stuff. I mean, we've been doing some stuff in preparation for the movie, but we might start going back to some of those older stories because those are really good and fun.
Yeah. So if y'all haven't seen it, make sure y'all go see. We was talking about Galactus in his Gucci suit.
Yeah. This man came out with a full-on green suit, bro.
Yo, he had on the Gucci suit, and then the next panel changed it like we didn't know. He said, "This is pimping, This is for war.
This man was bugging, bro. Oh my goodness. But yeah, nah, it's good stuff.
I'm gonna have to get you to read that though.
I don't know, man. You still might not be able to convince me. Hey, what's going on, Jace? Oh man. Okay, so yeah, I couldn't see it on my end. My fault, y'all. Did the Ultimate Universe mention where Thanos is? You know, I don't think we got Thanos. So I'm gonna, now that we're bringing it up, probably tomorrow in the morrows, I'll probably look up like Ultimate. I'll go back to Ultimate Invasion again, and I'll see like all the names that were listed, and I'll think about all the people that we haven't heard about yet. Right? I'll go think about that. What would be the first thing that you would want to cover if you went back to the archive? If I went back to the archive, honestly, I probably would cover the first appearance of Gore the God Butcher. Man, listen, watching Thor with two millionaires holding the power of the Necro Spear. Every time, man, every time. Also, I love Thor, which is a travesty that I do not cover Immortal Thor on the channel. But like, yeah, that was freaking fantastic. This man was just it was great. It was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. Like that was, oh man, so good, so good. That was weird. That it was in the same arc. I forgot who wrote that book too. It was like Thor, God of Thunder. You also got like the Malekith story too.
Yo, he is hilarious in Superior Avengers. He has me dying.
Oh, he would have you cracking up in Thor God of Thunder. That crap was funny, man. The dude is so hilarious, bro. Would love us to cover Imperial. Yes. Yeah, so when is the second issue of that coming out? Actually, we missed the first one.
Yeah.
So we'll need to go back and probably cover both of them at the same time. But that is Hickman's writing that too, right? I believe that's Hickman, right?
I'm honestly not sure.
I do think it's Jason Aaron was God of Thunder. Thank you. Yeah, Hickman's doing Imperial. Okay. Yeah, I heard it was really good. It was really good. What does Venom possess Deadpool?
I think you meant what if Venom possessed Deadpool.
Also, anytime Luke Cage ran up on I miss your other channel, Goofy. If only for your awesome profile pic of you. Yeah, that was. I do like that logo. That logo was pretty fire back in the gaming days. Actually, I was thinking about potentially reviving that channel again, but then I reminded myself I can't do too many things at once. Because I was thinking about maybe hopping on and playing some the Marvel Mystic Mayhem on there, but
I've been going crazy on that game.
I won't do it. I won't obligate myself to that anymore.
Yo, what you know what? I want you to put up a poll tomorrow, bro, if you can. I want people to have to pick if they had to fight someone from Marvel and DC. You pick the 4 people, right? Who would they choose in? And make it hard for them too, where they got to be like, oh man.
If you individually had to
fight them, yep.
Okay, you gotta write it in the Discord. I'll put it up. You gotta write it in the Discord. My Fantastic Four post-credit scene hot take is Doom comes in and one-shots Galactus and then comes to the MCU they gotta establish Doom as a threat. Right.
Yeah.
True story. They have to do
can't do no build
Avengers Infinity War in like a post-credit scene. Just to be like, oh shoot, so he's a bad man, Majima.
Yep. Well, they already, with that little teaser they did on with the TVA at the end of Loki season 2. Are they? Okay. I'm hoping they do not do something corny to build him up fast, where it's just like, oh, it just branched the timeline and it's a threat, and now we have to, because remember they said they were watching them.
Yeah,
I'm praying that's
I thought
not
they
the
said
case.
they killed him.
So maybe I'm wrong. I might have to go back. I thought they said they were watching him, but I could be wrong.
Loki season 2 is not a season I've rewatched. It didn't have like a perfect end, like a great ending for me, like the way that Loki season 1 had. Not that I didn't enjoy it. Like, I mean, seeing the Yakuza tree and all that stuff. Like, I mean, come on, I was amped. But like, I never went back and watched it because it was during a weird time in the MCU. The stream on. So YouTube's really weird about stuff like that. So we've learned from our past not to mix and mingle content.
Wait, what did I miss?
Somebody was asking us to stream Mystic Mayhem on the channel, but no, that's
no.
Yeah, YouTube will get real weird about that.
We'd have to make something like Keeping It Gaming.
Yeah, right. Coming to a channel near you or a screen near you. Keeping It Gaming. Also, Avengers versus Aliens was epic. Here, y'all cover it was fun. So that was really fun. So here's the thing. This is what I said to people. I'm like, you have to learn to accept that this is clearly slightly incorrect and not slightly, and just be okay with the stupidity of the story. That's all.
It's not even just that, bro. Sometimes you just have to enjoy what they're giving you. Not everything is meant to go back to, oh, well, this should be able to do this. And sometimes you just got to go with the flow.
Yeah, that's basically what I was doing. What did I say about Tony? Now, I'm curious now what I said about Tony that made you laugh. They already leaked the post-credit scene of Doom holding Franklin.
Oh, I don't even want to know about it.
See, another thing that I do too, and me and Dezzy are very similar in this way. Like, after the first trailer, like, we kind of stopped paying attention to anything else.
Yeah,
because they kind of just ruined the movie with all the scenes and stuff.
Yep.
So we kind of just like stopped paying attention because we want to be surprised. Like, I forgot which movie me and you were just like too into, and we basically went into the movie just knowing exactly I think it was like Quantumania. It was back when me and you were covering movies and stuff on the channel, and we were just like, yeah,
it might have been, yeah. And they gave us all the like hot scenes.
Yeah, we went in and we were like, oh well, this sucks.
Honestly, like even with Superman, I stopped watching any trailers.
Yeah, same here. I have not watched another trailer.
And let me just say, I'm excited to go see it. That's why I'm not watching.
I don't want to see exactly. I don't want to see anything else. Do you think the maker will make an appearance in the new lineup of the movies? I would love to see if he shows up in the Fantastic Four movie. Like, if they have like a council of reeds there, and then like somehow we see they don't even have to make. They don't even have to say it's the maker, but just like make me think it is him.
Yeah,
just make me think it's him, and I'll be okay with that. I'll quit the MCU if they off Galactus in one movie. That's fair.
Godzilla versus Avengers was great. I'm loving the Godzilla comics, honestly.
They're fun.
They're fun. That's exactly what they're meant to be.
And I think I've seen a lot of people taking them too seriously. And I'm like, guys, this is supposed to be like silly.
Listen, I read those with the same level of Jeff the Land Shark. You get what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I like them though. They're funny.
For 100%. My friend suggested that he thought Richards from the old movie being recorded into it as the maker would be fun. I doubt it would. Oh, that would be fun. That I would be down for that. I would be super down for that. Yeah.
My favorite so far is Godzilla versus Venom.
Godzilla versus Venom.
That was my favorite.
Oh, you mean like when Spy? Oh, I just love that issue because of MJ and Black.
Oh, yo, yeah. You can have him back. My man was pimping.
Yeah, he was, man. Yeah, they release way too many trailers, and it just ruins the content for me personally. They leaked a lot about Franklin. I feel sentiment of not wanting to see anymore. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Hold on, Jay. Don't take it offensively. Everyone knows I'm a Jeff fanatic. I think Jeff is hilarious. Everyone knows too I'm a Venom fanatic. So seeing him a few months back with the symbiote was hilarious to me.
Yeah. Yeah, Godzilla versus Hulk. We covered that one. That one was fun. I'm telling you, that one was so funny.
Yo, you know, man,
y'all heard me laughing in that video. I'm sitting here reading this like this is stupid, but it's great.
Godzilla this year, you got to think from the symbiote. Also, this year, what being a Ghost Rider. Also, this year, getting an Iron Man suit. Godzilla's unstoppable.
Yeah, Godzilla been doing some stuff, man. Godzilla been doing some stuff. They had me when Godzilla turned into the Hulk. I was like,
yo,
this is insanely OP. But okay, all right.
Reptar.
This is insanely OP. But all right, fine. Oh boy.
Or Franklin conquers Galactus.
I hope not.
Nah.
I hope not. I mean, we did see. Oh, you're probably referring to the comic, right? There's a Fantastic Four comic where what's her face? Man, shoot, Valeria. She ends up in a different universe with Franklin, and then Franklin.
Yo, he's overpowered in that universe.
Oh, you can't do anything without him knowing.
Yeah.
Oh, he literally removed the ability for people to be unhappy.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
He's like, oh, you're upset? No. You're not allowed.
Yo, I don't know what you want to call him, but man, he's something different.
You are not allowed to be upset. What is wrong with you? What do you guys think is the?
Oh, so yo, I've been thinking about that. I really don't know. Do we even know if that is a Venom? Honestly. We've seen nothing show that that's a Venom. So I'm curious to who that is. If anything, I'm thinking it's a anti-Venom of some sort.
Yeah, I think somebody had mentioned that earlier in the chat. I think it was like a Salt and Pepper. I think she mentioned that it might have been anti-Venom.
Yeah, it might be.
Anti-Venom.
Oh, did she? I didn't even see that comment.
Yeah, I think so.
Yo, I've always called it Reptar movies. You remember Reptar from the Rugrats?
Reptar, yeah. Sorry, got distracted.
We were talking about. I called him that when he turned into the Hulk. I was like, "Oh, Reptar."
Oh, oh man. Okay, so what else we got? Is that it?
I was looking through. Superman leaks turned me off. I'll watch eventually, but save my pennies. Now I'm super excited to go.
Yeah, I'm amped because I haven't seen the same things that you've seen. That's the reason why I'm amped, probably because I saw the first trailer and I was like, I'm sold.
Yeah, honestly, look, that was it. I seen that and I was just like, I know they dropped other trailers since then. I've kind of just been like whatever with them.
Yeah. The only thing I do see is like I said, when I went on Twitter, like people would like share some of those screenshots or like a couple gifs, and I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. But then like from there, I'm like, I don't see. Number one, I don't have context, and I didn't see the full trailer, and then I'm also just like, I'm good with what I saw first. I did see a couple of things because James Gunn don't stop talking, so James Gunn just says stuff sometimes, and I'm like, just like. This man is the definition of say less. Like, say less, James Gunn, please. Stop talking.
It's in his blood. Don't forget where he's from.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Homegrown. Mm-hmm. Homegrown. I guess he's putting us on the map. We can appreciate that.
Brick has a question for you that maybe you can answer. You've read more of the Ultimates than me.
And I ask where the makers from in these Ultimate comics. I've seen sources say this rendition is from Ultimate Invasion, but Miles Morales being there from the Ultimates or something like that. Yeah, so there's like somebody's probably just answering it too right here.
Oh, yep. I
Before,
just
yeah.
seen that come in.
So here's the answer before I answer it. The makers from the original Ultimate Universe, he and Miles survived the incursions in Secret Wars, but then the maker went back to remake the Ultimate Universe. That is correct.
Yeah, there's so much. Like, I'm trying to keep up with the Ultimate Universe, but I'm also reading the Absolute Universe.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like there's just so much to read. I can't keep up with it all.
Yeah, and we haven't covered the Spider-Man incursions one either, because like Miles is now back, and now Miles is not back, but he's in now the Ultimate Universe that the maker had created, because remember the maker had gone to seek him before he created that Ultimate, the 6160.
Yep.
The maker had gone to see Miles and said, "Yo, here's a card," which was like a blank card. But then now that blank card activated. I forgot the reason why. And now his sister ended up sister ended up somewhere. I think she's in the universe, in that Ultimate Universe. And he went chasing after her, but he ended up at a different place. Met both Richard Parker and also Peter Parker Spider-Man. So now Miles is in that universe too. So,
Got you.
Which makes sense, because I saw some people who were once again upset about that, and I was just like, "But dude, like, this makes sense. He's supposed to be here."
Yeah. Listen, Jay, no, we fully get it. That's why we do this, because we love reading the comics. We love talking about them.
Mm-hmm.
We understand that not everyone gets to read it, all the stuff coming out. Sometimes there's 50 issues a week. Yeah. We don't have time sometimes to read them all. So we fully get it. That's why we do this.
Yeah, that's the main reason why we do this. Also, I mean, we watch content as well, right? I mean, there's certain comics that we can't keep up with all the time. I have my moments, when I can't read, something. So I rely on content. So, we do this out of the love of it. And then also, I mean, comics are fun, man. Comics is a way to be able to get away. That's why we don't we get upset about certain things, but we're also like, reminding ourselves this is not real life. This is like something that we get to do. That's how we approach it. We approach it like, yeah, we get upset about certain things, so we passionate about it, but also like, remember, we don't have to read this if we don't like it. So remember that, like,
we've done that.
Remember, this is like a privilege that we get to read comics, is how we approach it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Oh, all right. So listen, we appreciate y'all. I gotta go to bed. Dezzy gotta go to bed. We gotta wake up to
keep children. I ain't going to bed yet. I got about 20 minutes and then I'm gonna hear crying.
Yeah, you're right. My fault. That's your situation. I don't miss it. Best of luck to you, my guy. Best of luck to you. My youngest is 2.5. Reading is it is. Listen, I won't say too much. You guys, Fortress of Solitude is solid. It's solid content. Comics Explained, right? The GOAT. Yeah, no, for sure. Listen, I appreciate y'all being here tonight. Thank you so much. The support was real. Thank you again for the super chat. That meant a lot to us as well. Thank you guys for just being here and chit-chatting. We'll be back again. We'll try to be back on. Well, yeah, see you on GNT later on this week, Jay. We'll try to be back on again here next week, Monday. Of course, sometimes we may miss a Monday, right? Because we just got some crazy stuff going on. But we appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all being here. If you're looking for other ways to be able to support the channel other than just watching us, because we appreciate that wholeheartedly. But if you're looking for other ways to be able to support the channel as well, links are going to be down below in the description for you to be able to, hop on our website, check out our merch. Also, there's memberships that we have on YouTube as well, also on Patreon. If you choose to support there as well, that's completely up to you. If you don't, we thank you guys for just watching and being here as well. But listen, much love. And as always, thank y'all for kicking it. We'll keep it in the comic. Bye.
Catch you on the next one.